morning, Guardians. Today I've got a tutorial on how to be a cleric, powers of healing and touch. It sounds a little goofy, but it's one of those real life skills that is totally applicable and necessary for the adventurer today. And today we're just going to start with touch. What we're working with is soft tissue and fascia whenever we do massage style stuff. And fascia, as described by Thomas Myers, is the biological fabric that holds us together. You are about 70 trillion cells, all humming in relative harmony. Fascia is the 3D spider web of fibrous, gluey, and wet proteins that hold them all together in their proper placement. So it's like a web that runs through your body and connects everything. Some people think that information can travel on fascia and that's kind of how we get muscle memory, and it's just really spectacular stuff. It's incredibly strong, and it weaves us together. It's really, really cool. Whenever you're using really good touch, what you're doing is essentially connecting with fascia and communicating with it. And so you start with just touching yourself. And you can get this real slow glide, and you're looking for this connection that doesn't want to let go. So it's like, even though my fingertips are holding on, I can get a lot of friction. And fascia almost always moves real slow, and the more tacked down and kind of dried out it is, the slower it moves. So you really have to be patient and take your time. And the kind of things you can fix with this are things like a lot of times stiff necks. You know, there's a muscular component, but I guarantee that there's a fascia component there. Any kind of stiffness can really be helped with fascia. A lot of times people find that they lose mobility and just kind of need that release. And I like to use it on myself a lot, and that helps me to be better with my clients as a massage therapist. And so a good rule of thumb is to massage people the way you would want yourself to be massaged, the golden rule of massage. And so I spend a lot of time just working with that fascia. And you can just, it can be completely innocuous, but you just place a hand and see where it goes. And it's going to connect from your occiput all the way down, and it goes through this whole sheath down your back. If you pull your arm in this direction and kind of float your head, you can feel the connection. You can feel the tightness there. This is the basics, in my opinion. This is how I got started and how I learned that healing touch. It's incredibly restorative whenever you are able to do that for other people, and people just don't know what's going on. You get this really warm and pleasant, lovely sensation, and then 10 minutes later, their tennis elbow doesn't hurt anymore. So that's fantastic. It's really basic level, cure light wound stuff. We're not going to cure cancer. We're not going to fix a ruptured kidney. We're not going to set bones with this. It's just, a way to take care of yourself and the people around you. There's also a lot of tools that you can use that we can get into later. But for learning the skill of touch, I've got some basic steps. Get in touch with your own fascia. Really learn to feel yourself. It's kind of weird, but not really. It's totally natural. It's just a human thing, Can you feel yourself? Find a study partner. Find somebody that you trust, that you care about, that you can at least become compassionate for, and really just try to get in touch with their fascial sheaths. See if you can slide and glide on it. See if you can pick it up a little bit. Set your intention. Keep in mind that this is a process of communication, and so if you are thinking, I'm gonna get that knot out, I'm gonna relax this muscle, you're probably not going to relax that muscle because you're really coming at it with an aggressive nature. And keeping your mind in a very meditative and soothing, compassionate place is probably going to be the most effective for you. And then the last step is to go out and heal some stuff. So whenever somebody's sitting there and, oh gosh, my neck is just so sore, you know, and your friends, you should probably know the person. And you say, hey, would you mind if I, worked on you? If I tried some stuff I've been learning on you? And then, just be real gentle. Always be careful and always, do your best to make them feel super groovy. Um, some tips for really locking this stuff down are to close your eyes. That's a good way to get started. Take out this sense and you can really enliven this sense. Focus on your breath, focus on their breath. Try to feel the muscle you're working on. Look up, Google muscles of the arm, and then just pick one and see if you can feel it. See if you can really tease it out. Oh, there it is. That's interesting. Oh. Once you really feel the muscle, you can draw back just a little bit and see if the muscle follows. See if it kind of like tries to feel you back. And that's really weird in concept, but that's where the awesomeness comes in, and that's where the communication comes in, where you're talking to the muscle and the muscle's talking back and telling you what's going on. Try just the fingertips, try the whole hand. Really look for that contact that wants to stick. Yeah. I think that's a pretty good starting place for touch. It's a super powerful tool and should be treated as such. Definitely respect the touch, and always respect those you're touching. Always ask permission, and keep in mind that it's no small feat. Start with that.